Hi there, this is Haddad here again. In this video, I would like to show you about the cloud key, UniFi cloud key, which is generation 2 plus. So what you see here in front of you on this screen, this is what is the UCK Gen 2 plus. So as you know that if you want to use UniFi devices from Ubiquiti, you need to have the controller. And UniFi, they have now the new generation, which is cloud key 2 plus. I think that was from 2020 or something. They have put this new device, and they had before the generation 1, which was like a simple USB that you can plug it on your switch, and then it can be powered on, and then it can be used as a controller. So what they have done, they made some changes, and I'm going to show you what are the changes in this video regarding the UCK. So here you can see this is the UCK. Let me see if you can see it on the video. Yeah. So this is by my hand in front of me, the UCK. And as you can see, it is a bit heavy because it has inside of it a hard disk that I'm going to show you to you in a moment. And it has many good specifications. So the good thing also that it has here a screen showing you some more information, like the IP address that it has received, and also showing you about the UniFi network and the UniFi Protect. So now let's see that on the website. So I'm now on this URL from the store of Ubiquiti, specifically for the UniFi Cloud Key Plus. So what they're saying here is that this UniFi key controller, you can see this is how it looks. And you can see, if we look here, and let's make it a bit bigger so you can see. So there is this screen over here. It's not touchable, but it gives you some information, like what is the IP address, what the traffic that are happening over here. So you can see that's really nice. And this is how it looks. And you can see also it has this UTP port that you can connect to it, the Ethernet port, and it has also power over Ethernet. And so that means this can be powered using, for example, a switch from Ubiquiti, which has the power over Ethernet enabled, then it can be powered. But I'm going to tell you in a moment that some of the equipment from Ubiquiti will not power on. For example, the Ubiquiti switch 8, it doesn't have enough of power to power on this UCK. Then in this case, you need to use this USB over here, this USB port, and it should be compatible of 2.0 or 3.0. That's something we are going to read it in a moment over here. And I'm going to tell you that if you use the USB for the adapter for your phone, this also will not power on. You need to buy a specific USB adapter to power it on. And this port over here is using the USB-C. All right. So this is how it looks. It's very nice. And let's see now what this comes with. So the Cloud Key Plus, the UCK G2 Plus, it comes with one hard disk, which has 1 terabyte of space. And this hard disk is needed for if you want to make, for example, cameras. So it can record the motions in the cameras. So that's why it comes with 1 terabyte. But it can be upgraded to 5 terabyte. Right, so if you buy another hard disk yourself, you can just unplug the 1 terabyte hard disk and put in place this 5 terabyte hard disk. So you can see that this is compatible with the free UniFi network. That means access points, switches, routers, and protect applications. It can be used or configured from the Bluetooth, from the phone app. I'm going to show you this in this video, how this can be done. Here it can be powered by 802.3AF PoE, which is this is the protocol for power over Ethernet, or QC 2.0 USB-C. So 2.0 or 3.0, it's not a problem. It's very important that in case you buy the 3.0, then know that it can also be back compatible with the 2.0. That's not a problem. It has a built-in battery for automatic safe shutdown. So in case, for example, you lose power on this UCK, and the UCK will not shut down right away, so it has a built-in battery. Then it gives some time until it makes the proper shutdown. Again, it has a pre-installed 2.5 inch of 1 terabyte hard drive, and this can be upgraded to 5 terabyte. The good thing is that it has a front panel display that helps you to review UniFi system details at a glance. For example, you can see what is the IP address of this system in case you don't know. You can just look at the screen and tell you what the IP address it has so you can connect to it. And also it allows you to easily scale your deployment by connecting additional UniFi device. Okay, so that's what is all about this UCK. Is very nice. I like it too much because one, it has this hard disk. That means in case you are using some cameras, then all those motions that can be saved on this camera. But also, you will see in a moment it has, I don't know if it's showed up over here somewhere, but it has the octa-core. If we look over here on the data sheet, maybe we can see that. Regarding the CPU, that's also, I would like to show it to you. So let's go down if we can see some information here. Here we go. So here is the dimension. That is the hard drive. So it has the UniFi Protect. That's to be able to have cameras. And then they say how many cameras it can handle, and this is the UniFi SDN Cross Protect. So that's for mostly for the UniFi devices. The processor, you see, that's 8-core CPU process with 3 GB of RAM. That's really amazing. And then you have the eMMC memory, that's 32 GB. Actually, the eMMC memory is where the firmware of this UCK is being installed. So something to think is like the operating system. All right. So then also this has nothing to do with the where we saw it over here, the 1 TB hard disk. So the software of this UCK is installed on the eMMC memory, which is 32 GB. And that's also here it's saying about the temperature. So between 0 and 35 degree. So that's what the data sheet is. So now we understand about the UCK. Let's see now how we can connect to the UCK using the phone, because I'm going to show you how you can connect to it using the phone, using the application on the phone, or we will see also another way to connect to it using the browser. So let's see how we can connect to it using the phone from the Bluetooth. So here is my phone, as you can see, and the application that you need to install on your phone is called UniFi Network, which is this one, that one. Now, if you don't have it, you can just go to the Play Store or whatever the store that you are using, in case you're using also Apple. So that's you can go from here and search for the UniFi Network, and then you can see it. You just download and install it, and then all you need to do is to say open. So this feature was not available on the Generation 1 UCK that you connect to the UCK from Bluetooth. So once I open it, you see it has found this Cloud Key Generation 2 Plus. Then you can say setup. That's from Bluetooth. So look how easy it is. It's just connecting now from Bluetooth. And now they say, okay, give it a name. I will leave the name as it is now. Cloud Key Generation 2 Plus. Next. Here they say to log in into your Ubiquiti account. So if you don't have an account, you should have an account. So you have to create a new Ubiquiti account. You can see it over there. But in my case, I have an account. I will log in and come back. So here I have put my account and it takes me to add network element. So that means if you have now on your layer 2 network something like a UniFi access point or switch or routers or whatever, then it can see them over here and you can add them directly to this UCK to be able to configure them. But in my case, my UCK now doesn't have any devices connected to it, so I will say here next. And then this is the review finish. And you can see it is now setting up the UCK. So here it's saying to you how much time it takes to have the UCK up and running. And then over there now what you can do, you can just connect your UniFi networks like the routers, as I said, the switch, the access point, and you go to the UCK and then you can configure. So here we can go to the dashboard. And from here, so you can see that you can from here do the configuration that you want from the dashboard. So It is connecting now to the UCK, and here we go. So at this moment there is no any device. So here you can see what are the devices that you have. Here you can see the clients in case you do have client, and over here you can do the settings. So over here you can configure the network, the Wi-Fi, everything that you wish to do. All right, so you can see that it's quite easy to do it on the phone, but personally I don't like to use the phone to configure the UCK to my customers. So what I prefer to do is to connect from my computer, because there I have the full configuration, I have everything clear in front of me. So that's why I wanted first to show you that it's possible to do it from the phone using the Bluetooth. That's possible, but I will show you now in another video how to connect to it from the browser on your computer. So I had to reset now the UCK, and now I'm connecting to it from my computer, and I'm looking now to the screen of the UCK. It's saying to me that the IP address that it has received from the router, because I have a router behind it and a switch connected to that router, and then I have my computer and the UCK connected to that switch. So it is 10.50.50.252, and my computer, if I go to the command prompt and I go here and say ipconfig, I see that my IP is 10.50.50.251, so they are from the same range. So from my browser I go to 10.50.50.252, enter. So here we go. Now every time you connect to the UCK, then it gives you this error because there is a problem with the certificate that is on the UCK, but that's okay. You just say here and proceed to 10.50.50.252, and here we go. So this is now what we have. This is the first page that we got, and now we have to say set up UCK Gen2+. So again, same steps that we have done on the phone, you can do it over here again. So give the device name. I will leave everything as it is. I will say here next. Is it for personal or business? Let's say personal. So here you have to log into the username and password. I will log in and come back. So I put my username and password now, and here they said update schedule. So if you want that the update happens to the UCK automatically, you can say yes, every day I want it to happen, or to check if there is a new update at 3 a.m. So if you are using this for a customer, I would say disabled, because in case you are using some hotspot for your customer, then the hotspot doesn't work if the controller goes down, especially for hotels or whatever. But in my case, let's leave it as it is, and then I will say here next. And do you want to auto-optimize the configuration? I will leave everything as it is now, next. And that's it. So I will say here finish. Now it's setting up the device, and in a moment we'll be able to gain access to the configuration of the device. That's really, you see, these steps are really straightforward, and it doesn't take too much of time to have this device up and running. So once you are here, you can choose between whether you want to use it for the network or the protect. So the difference is that network, it means like router, switches, something like that. So that's the access point. So like the network devices. Protect is for the cameras. All right. So, but before I do that, I want to show you that in case you want to use or you want to add some user to this UCK to be able to also have access to the UCK, you can just here say add user, and here you put the first name, last name, the member. If you want him to be super admin or limited admin, that's something you can decide. And here you can add a group. So that is the UCK, and then you can say add. Then it's possible that this guy will be added to the controller. All right, so that's something you can make it if you want. So that's one thing that I wanted to show you. And the other thing is that if we go back to here is the system settings. So the system settings is something you have to do before you start configuring the UCK. So you go to the system settings. That means you are going inside the system settings of this UCK. All right, so over here, what you can do, you can check, for example, the performance. You can see the CPU load is 1.4%, the temperature is 34.6, the memory, how much memory is being used, and over here also you can see the type of processor that it has. So this is here the internal storage, and the disk storage, that's the 1 terabyte, where you see there is nothing because we're not connecting any cameras to capture some motions on the cameras, some videos. And this is the internal storage. You can see it over here. It's using a little bit. That's for the software. And over here you can see that if you want this to get an IP from the DHCP, because this device is connected to the router having DHCP enabled, so you can choose DHCP or static. In my case, I will say yes, I want it to be DHCP, but in case there is no DHCP server, then it will fall back to this IP address. Then you can access this remote to that IP address in case the DHCP is not working. But the most important part for me is this one, the updates. So you can see if this has some new updates, and you can see that there is a new update now. I'm on version, before I make it, I'm on version 2.1.11. So what you can do, you can update it to the version 2.2.12 plus blah blah blah. So that's you can do. You can also update here the version for the network and for the protect. So you also have possibility to update them, and that's also very nice to do. Now the location and the time, if you want, you can just say where you are based. So it takes the time of your location. You have to give a possibility that they can track where you are based. And also on the advanced, what you can do, which I think is also nice to do, is to enable SSH, because by default it's disabled. SSH is a way to connect to the terminal to the UCK. So by default it is disabled. You can just enable it. Then in case you want to reach to the UCK via SSH, via the command line, then it's possible. The other thing is that you have to think if you want to reach to this device from the internet, from remote. That means if you are not at your customer side and you want to reach to that remote, if you want to allow this to happen. And by default, it is allowed. You can see access and manage your device from unifi.ui.com. So it is allowed. But this is, it has some security problems over here because it is open for all the world on the internet. So of course you need or you require to have the correct username and password and the 2-factor authentications. That's correct, but still it is a risk that you can be attacked on that device. But this depends on you, on what you want to make in your design. If you want to have full protection, disable it. If you want to be able to reach it, but if you disable it, then if you have any problem, you have to go to your customer and solve the problem at his side. In my case, I like to leave it, so I'd say remote access enabled. So over here you can see you can also do the restart, the power off. If you want to reset it, you can reset it. And here to download the support file. That's also possible over here to do the backup. So all of those things are possible to be done over here. So that's what I wanted to show you here. Let's go back now to the displays and let's go to the network. And you can see we are now on the network. Of course, if you look on the UniFi devices, I don't have any device now, any UniFi device. I don't have anything connected to the network of this UCK. That's why it didn't detect anything. So you can go over here to the settings and you can see from here you can start doing the configuration. So I'm not going to show you how the configuration is happening in this video. This video is only speaking about the UCK Gen2 Plus. Now, if you want to know more about how to configure the UCK and the UniFi, I would say, and to have like a scenario for providing a complete solution to a customer. In my case, I have made a course showing how I have given a complete solution for a hotel. If you want to know about that and you want to watch this course, I advise you to go to my website, mynetworktraining.com. So you can go to that website, and over here, this is my website where I host all my courses over there, which are from different vendors, not only Ubiquiti, but also MikroTik, Cisco, Huawei, Juniper, LegalWave, and Aruba. I think I also made one video. So if you want to know how to configure this for a solution for your customer, you can see this one, setting up a Ubiquiti UniFi network with no prior experience. I do have also 2 other courses. One course speaking about the Ubiquiti Enterprise Wireless Administrator course, and this one is for the Ubiquiti Routing and Switching Specialist, but this one is more practical one. So this is the course you can see, and it's cost only $12 US. And over here it's where I explain everything of how we can start from scratch to give the solution for a hotel. So you can see what are the things that we are going to do here. It's all practical, using all UniFi products, router, switch, UCK, and access point. And we are setting up here the UCK. We play with the VLAN, the HCP wireless configuration testing. We also play with the guest portal. We do this bandwidth limitation, the DPI. So all of those things are included in this course. So if you wish to follow this course, I will leave the link for you so you can also follow this course. And I'm using the UCK Generation 2 Plus in this course. One more thing to mention before I finish this video is about the adapter that you need to use to be able to power on this device. So the adapter that I have bought is called, if we go to Amazon.nl or Amazon.com, whatever, based on your country. So it's called Anchor Adapt USB-C. Yeah. So if I look for the device that I have bought, I think it's this one maybe. 1 second, let me check out. So I think, yeah, that's the one. This one, Anchor Power Port 1 with 18 watt USB ladder or USB adapter. So this one is the one that I have bought it, and it works perfectly for the UCK. So it costs, I think, something like 14 euros that I have paid, depending on where you are in your country. So you can see that is the price here, 14 euros, so 13.99 euro. And this came within 1 day, and this is really working perfectly for the UCK. Now, if you want that the UCK to be powered on with the switch, then please do not buy the switch, which is Ubiquiti switch 8 ports, the small one. You can buy the USW8, which is 60 watt. So I think we can look for it, USC8, 60 watt. So this one, it can power on your UCK using the Ethernet cable. But the US8 is called US8 Ubiquiti or USW8, I think. That's the one that I have. Ubiquiti or UniFi. Yeah, let's have a look. I'm not sure if this is still available, but yeah, I think that you need to get that one, the 60 watt PoE, the 8 port. That's the one that you need to buy. Be careful you buy that one and not the one which is smaller, which is called, I think, US8 UniFi. I think that's the one that I have at my place, which is not having the 60 watts. Maybe I can look at that one. Yeah, I think that's the one. That's the one that I'm referring to. It has only one port, which has the PoE. You can see this port, but port number 8. But this port, it was not enough to power on the UCK. So this is all what I wanted to show you in this video. So all about the UCK Generation 2 Plus. I hope that this video was informative for you, and I'll see you in some other videos.